Hi and welcome back. My name is Emily and I'm so glad to be here today and share another Christmas card idea before it actually is Christmas. So for my project today I will be using the Slimline Rooftop Builder and I will create 3 cards featuring this die. I will also use a stamp set called Slimline Christmas Magic, as well as a die set called Sweet Holiday Wishes. All of these products are from Trinity Stamps, and you can see here I cut down this rooftop border builder with a couple of happy colors and I will adhere them down. I also use some mirror cardstock with a hint of purple, and that one is from Nuvo. And I cut the excess off, and I also raised a couple of areas off and I use some liquid glue as well, just to create some dimension. So I will jump in for my next project. I will create 3 cards for my video today, so I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. You will see close-ups in the end, but it was a quite easy these were quite easy cards to pull together. So all I did was pick out a blue cardstock and then I inked up these Santa and his reindeers with some black ink. This is the VersaFine Onyx Black, and I can see that I need to re-ink this one because I needed to stamp this a couple of times. So it was really handy to use the MISTI for this one, but you can see how nicely that's stamped. And then I will also use this Slimline Roof Tops builder here on the lower part, and I use the same mirror cardstock as I did in my first project. You can see that that really gives a nice shine through those windows. And I also use some liquid glue to adhere my panel down to a white Slimline card base. And then this was an afterthought. If I had known I was going to do this, I probably would have done it before I inked and stamped my Santa here, but I wanted something more to be going on in the background. I wanted some snow, and I decided to use Hero Art's unicorn ink here, and that creates this really subtle and nice white effect for those snows and stars. And I also cut down Merry Christmas that I wanted to be using for this card, and I am figuring out the perfect placement here, and I decided it should go on top of the roofs here, and I just white heat embossed that Merry Christmas. So that finished off that card, and the other one I just finished off with the sentiment from the Sweet Holiday Wishes die set from Trinity Stamps, and you can see those windows really shining nicely. And I will give you another close-up in the end of these 2 projects, but these 2 are now finished. And this card I created in another session, so to speak. So this one I did separately from the other 2. And for this I will use a technique that I haven't done before, but I will definitely be back soon with another video because I love the result. I used Decofoil's transfer gel, and I used my sponge dauber here, just picking up some of the project and carefully going over my stamp here, making sure that I have a good coverage on the whole stamp here. And I will speed this off a little bit. And I did this in 2 ways. I tried to do it through my laminator, and that I think was the thing that worked out the best. I also tried it with the transfer gel Duo and just run it through my embossing, or not my embossing, my die cutting machine, and that worked out too, but I think the result were more beautiful when I did it with my laminator. And I haven't played around enough to tell you why that was that way. I can just tell you that there were a difference, and I think this first one that you will see in the video, I think turned out, and sorry, that is my daughter's hand. I think this one turned out better than the one you will see in the finished card, because I tried both of them and I ended up using this one on another project. I don't know if I will have time to share that one before Christmas, but that was what happened. So to create some interest, I cut down some red and pink cardstock, and I just glued this down straight down to our card base, and we will have this like I don't know if I want to say sunset, because it's in the middle of like December and the sun isn't up here in Sweden, so I want to go for some more Christmas colors, let's call it that. And you can see that are also peeking through our windows, and that's the way I wanted it. And you can see here how our piece turned out. And I should mention that the foil I used was Silver Square from Heidi Swap, and that is one of my favorites to use. I also cut it down with the coordinating dies, and I used a coordinating sentiment that says joy to the world, and you will see a close-up on that card in a second here. But here is the first 2 cards we created, and I wanted to show you these 2 separately, since I did these 2 very similar to each other, and the other one I did in another session, and I wanted to keep those 2 separate. So here is our third and last card for this video, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumb up, subscribe to the channel, and that would really mean a lot to us. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous Christmas and that you will be back soon for more inspiration. Bye!